With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep.
Ain't no cap, bro.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Charles, shrink the playbook somewhat, is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 31, Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
I don't know who just laid the boomstick like that, but I love
to
you.
give credit
Thank
to
you.
the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Hey, some of the longtime viewers are gonna recognize this one, bro.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Yes, I just tried to run the ball with DK. Yes, I did that. Running the ball with DK.
Line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Seahawks at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
First carry here for Ken Walker.
This guy
and he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
Bro, this guy shoots every fucking gap. He's doing that cheese thing where you set your linebackers down and shit. Or whatever. Hold on, can I just like spam this and I got a punt. Frustrated.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
I think that's a punt, that boys.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And
why
he's
is
taken
Justyn
down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback?
Wilder
That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. The only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. A gain of 3, second down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Yo, you know what?
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that's complete.
Oh,
it's
what
Chris
is that?
Godwin.
That was a fucking amazing.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We're scoreless after 1. Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted.
Let's go, man. Fucking Bates. Let's go.
It's a touchdown.
Crazy play. Crazy play.
It turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves.
Dude, my kicker is 61.
But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround? He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 33 yards that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford escaping the pressure right. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Stafford looks to throw again. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
He couldn't handle the pressure, man. Good fucking play, guys.
At the 10.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route.
He went out of bounds pretty fucking quick.
Across the 15-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got a man. That's caught.
Let's go, little man Dorsey.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught at the 20.
Little man Dorsey.
Down after a very nice game.
Damn, bro.
Like a 39-yard pickup. They'll take it. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Switch. Check 26, check 26. Check. Kill.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
He has no slouch, just for
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in-vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Dropped
this pass broken up.
Maybe I've got to get that off.
Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Take our field goal.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Kick them deep, and
they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last.
There he goes, right side.
Avery got fucking torched, bro.
Touchdown,
Avery.
LA. Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Whatever.
The extra point up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
I got something for him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds.
It's forging him, dude. Let's go, Dorsey.
Inside the 10. It's a
you don't run man coverage.
For Seattle. 66 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
To throw. And it'll be intercepted.
That's awful.
And the
how the fuck does he get up for that, dude? In what universe? That's a laser beam to me, bro. He's not playing high enough for that.
The defense was, whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Stafford on 1st down.
Lagged. I literally lagged off of the receiver. I couldn't even cover him.
Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown.
It ran my guy off of him.
On the year. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10.
This score should not
The
be
Rams
this right
kickoff
now.
team
I should
on
have
the
17.
field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
That completes it again to Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throw out wide to Walker. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks.
That's what I deserved after the first play.
A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead on the final play of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have...
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown.
This guy's got to get out of auto
Big play there.
Every time I see that, I'm going to snap that
yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Stafford. Flushed out right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He just rolls out every
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Akers. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Akers. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. Gets right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying,
it hard flat, doesn't matter.
In the first half,
Passing it rather hard flat.
Now.
I feel like honestly in that situation you're better off running from inning because
They
then you
proved it
just
to
run into
themselves
it,
that they were ready to go.
The Rams kickoff team on the
bro.
field,
He's got to shoot for every fucking run, and then he's got
to.
He's got that
And that'll
RPO
carry over
cover.
the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll set up to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A gain there of 21 yards. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Dude, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Escaping the pressure right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Back to throw here. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Under 10, 10. Shoot.
Now Cam, option left. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defense.
End zone call.
Get up, Walker, dude. Let's go.
Seattle.
Not the best throw, but that was a fantastic animation.
And the Seahawks are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Bro, the lag
And
again.
it's no good.
Oh my
He missed
God.
it wide to the left.
Why?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. They'll roll him out right. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing is Stafford. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got room. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 66 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big third down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the red zone now, Stafford. This is caught. Touchdown.
I know he's throwing to the tight end, too. I just can't get there. He fucking snapped for it.
14-yard touchdown. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again. Here are the four.
He got a touchdown off the lag, and he got bailed out on a field goal off the lag. That's so annoying.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
I might throw it again.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On second down, it's Walker. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on second down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Breathe
It's a
fucking
gain of 3
the
there,
heavy air, dude.
should be
That
just
was
about all she wrote.
Oh, man, that was some call right there.
What a
game
game.
in the balance.
Good game,
They
Mr.
run forward
Opponent.
on 4th down, and this has been the story all game long. They've been the ones that come up with the big plays when they've needed them. And that last one, that may have won them the football game.
So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now.
Mr. Opponent.
Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Seahawks, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. Now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.